This is the Teddi Tuesday Podcast Show.
It's Teddi Tuesday, Teddi Tuesday, 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 Teddi Tuesday, Tuesday, Teddi Tuesday, 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 Teddi Tuesday Podcast Show. Teddi Tuesday, 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 Teddi Tuesday, Tuesday, Teddi Tuesday, 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 Teddi Tuesday Podcast Show.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. It's DJ Teddi, and I want to welcome you to Teddi Tuesday Podcast Show. We're the only podcast that do it like this. So welcome to the livest, the dopest, the freshest podcast around. And make sure you follow us on Instagram at Teddi Tuesday Pod, Twitter at Teddi Tuesday Pod, and keep it locked for sports, community, and business. I see you there.
Okay, so anyway, thank you for coming on the show today. Happy Teddi Tuesday to you.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You know what? Let me give it right back.
For real. Just in case you don't know, those who will listen, Teddi stands for to enhance, direct, develop, and inspire. So that's what Teddi stands for. So when you say Teddi Tuesday, somebody getting better, somebody elevating, somebody helping out the community, something is going on great. That's what it stands for. So real quick to all the listeners that's going to be listening right now about the virus. We got a lot of times and a lot of questions going on right now. A lot of people are affected by a milestone. So we want to tell everybody, keep your head up. I can't tell you to be on Instagram. I can't tell you not to watch your text or watch your phone calls, but what I can tell you to do is to keep your head up and stay focused. A distraction is not always a distraction, and a bad thing is not always a bad thing. So it can also turn to something great. Spending time with family, doing some exercising, rebudgeting your household, figuring out what's important and what's not. There are so many things that can be done right now to prepare you for your life. So to everybody out there, whether it's a small business, whether it's whatever it is, it doesn't even matter. Just keep your head up, stay focused, and keep going. You know, discouragement going on. That's Tuesday's here. But we got a special guest in the building. Y'all make some noise and show some love for Mr. Anthony Hills in the building.
Hey, man, appreciate you guys for having me. I'm so excited.
You should be excited. Tuesdays is a new cool days because of Teddi Tuesday. Just want to let you know that.
I like that. So, bars, crumbs. I see you.
So we're gonna questions. First thing, the first segment is football. I love football. Grew up on football, all that. I'm talking about, I thought I was a running back. I still think I'm a running back.
Absolutely.
But it's all good though. So real quick, you went to UT, am I correct? University of Texas in Austin.
The only one, the only real UT. Shout out to my man Ramon Foster that went to Tennessee. Yes, ma'am.
I had to make sure. Okay, so tell me about the UT experience being a Longhorn.
Oh, man. I tell everybody that's when I first was introduced to the world, so to speak. Growing up in A-Leaf, Texas, man, you only, shout out to the West, SWAT stand-up. You only know the area that you're from. And so when I went to Texas, the first thing that I was able to do was kind of see outside myself, right? There's a whole bunch of different experiences. You're talking about different nationalities, different thought processes. So before even getting to football, as it pertains to just shifting my perspective, that's what that school did for me, and I'm forever, grateful for that. For the football experience, man, you're talking about the height. That's the height of the heights, right? Vince Young, Jamal Charles, Lyman Sweet, like, come on, man. These are legends, you know what I mean?
Sure.
And we won a lot. And when you're winning, everybody wants to be a part of a winning environment and a winning culture. So it was the best time to be there. So I got there right at the right time.
What did you learn from playing college football? What did you learn?
Oh man, this game raised me. You know what I mean? This game raised me. I grew up with a single parent, like a lot of people and you know in our community did. And so when it comes to learning perseverance, I learned that from this game. When it comes to learning responsibility, I learned that from this game. When it comes to learning, you know, giving to others, right? I learned that, giving yourself up, and then overcoming, you know, injuries and just all types of things, ups and downs. Man, football taught me so much, and a lot of the lessons that I learned that I talk about now, I teach my 3 sons.
Oh, wow. What was that feeling? I got to know that feeling, that moment when you won that national championship. I got championship. How did that feeling?
Yes, Lord. Absolutely, man. Blessed. Blessed, man. Like, you got to think about it. Like, you're talking about what, some 15 years later, and you go back to you can still watch that game. You can go back to the University of Texas. You can Google it online. Like, your name is forever engraved in greatness. And so to be able to do it the way we did it, like fourth quarter, you know, we got to have a play to beat the team that we beat. You know what I mean? Southern California, USC, that was the hottest thing coming out at that time. So to be able to be in that moment, that fourth quarter moment, man, and to as a team, you know, to overcome that adversity and be a part of something great like that, legendary. You know, it was funny that you asked me that, because somebody was just talking to me about that, like maybe 2 weeks ago. Just a random fan saying, you know, hey, I watched that game. That game changed my life. You know, never thought I'd be around to see Texas win one. Like, this had something that was bigger than me or bigger than any of us that was on that team, man. It was amazing. Amazing.
Wow. Did college ball properly prepare you mentally and physically for the NFL? I gotta know. I got to really know.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm gonna tell you why. It's specifically because of the program that the University of Texas. Like, in Austin, there is no professional team. You know what I mean? Like, the University of Texas is the professional team in Austin. So when you talk about it from that standpoint, as far as the fans and being excited about something, we were prepared in that particular way, because a lot of these towns, man, all they have is their professional sports teams. And like Pittsburgh, you know what I mean? Pittsburgh is a city that, you know, the Penguins and the Steelers, that is what it's about. It's a blue collar city. You know, when you come, you got to bring your lunch pail to work. So being prepared from that aspect of it, from understanding like how fans are and that lifestyle. And then on the field, man, you know, we had great competition in the Big 12. I played against some great players. And so to be able to take that, and then obviously, you know, we're going to the next level. So now you're playing the best of the best, but having that mentality of knowing like, hey, man, you know, I'm a national champion. I'm a Rose Bowl champion. I've played on the biggest stages. Like, I deserve to be here. So when you walk into the NFL with that mentality and that mindset, now all you have to do is put that work ethic behind it, and then the experience will come later. And so for me, I definitely felt like I was prepared going into the NFL from a mental standpoint, for sure.
Okay, cool. Look at you. You've been practicing?
Nah, man, I just like talking to people. You know what I mean? I'm talking to my cousin. We good.
Okay, like family members. Okay, cool. So I want to move to the NFL. I want to move to the NFL because I work with the NFL professionally as a sports stadium DJ and other teams too as well. And it's so important. But how quickly being in the NFL, did it change your life? Right after you signed that contract and you know how much you was about to get, did it change your life right then and there, like your whole perspective?
The first thing it changed was my tax bracket. That was the first thing it changed. The second thing it changed was the amount of family members that I had. Like, I started having family come out of the woodworks, man. I was like, yo, so how are we related? Third cousin Nunu. Okay, all right, I hear you. But yeah, man, it definitely did. You know, one thing, the most important thing that it did was it allowed me to do some things and take care of my mother. And that was what was important for me. It wasn't really about me. I had never been one to really like dive into like materialistic things. That was never my thing. Now I will say this, being from the H, being from that West, I had to go ahead and get that Lincoln. I had that 89 Lincoln.
Oh my God.
I had that thing sitting on Lexani's, you know what I mean, with the two-tone white top. I had to get it. But after that,
get it.
Yeah. I had to represent. But after that though, I was cool. You know, I had me a nice little apartment. I was chilling. And but it changed my life because I think more than my life, it changed the people who were around me. They changed their lives. You know, I was able to do more for them, you know, because times are hard. And so when you're able to help your family out however you can, whether it's financially or through connections, because people always want to be tied, you know, the guys that are on that level, there was a lot of different connections that I was able to help the people around me too, because I always think that help is not just about financially, it's about being able to put people in position to set themselves up for future success. So I think that's how it changed me from that standpoint.
I tell you what, you better than me. After I signed that check, listen, I don't know you. Numbers about to change. I'm serious. Like I'm everything changing. Address, everything.
Absolutely.
No, I'm for real. But
yeah, you got to do that. No doubt. Like I'm not gonna sit up here and say that I didn't, you know, have to switch some things up. I mean, because at the end of the day, like one thing I was always very aware of is like, hey man, this is my money. like
I worked hard for this money. That's right.
You know, we not spending my money. That's not how this works. But you know, and some people just gonna fall off because at the end of the day, Teddy, I don't know if you know this secret, but everybody that's with you isn't for you. So
listen.
I don't know if that was a secret or not.
You don't even have, let me tell you. Now that's a whole nother episode right there. Well, that's a whole. I already know. But let me ask you this. If you had the opportunity to go back into time, now that you have more knowledge and more experience, is there something that you would change knowing what you know in today, right now? If you went back in time and had a second chance, was there anything that you would change or look over or just think about?
You know, I you know, that's a great question. And it's funny that you asked that question because I've asked myself that question many a nights, right? Because we're always looking to find out if this decision was a little different, then what would life be like, right? Those are the type of things, because I'm somebody that's a visionary, so I'm always trying to look in the future and see, okay, if I do this, what will that look like? But, you know, I think that it was the late Kobe Bryant that kind of shifted my perspective. I was watching an interview that he had, and they asked him that same question, and his answer was that he wouldn't change anything, and I understood why he said it. I believe that I wouldn't change anything. And when I mean anything, ups and downs, you know, all of it, I wouldn't change it because I like who I am today. And I feel like if you change one thing in your past, it's going to change who you are today. And so for me, I wouldn't change anything. I keep it just like it is.
Look at you, got the right delivery and everything.
You know, man, your boys be out here doing something now, Teddy. You know, they gonna know about it when we're done.
You practiced this before you got on here. I already know. That's cool, though. That's cool.
Over-prepared rather than under-prepared, right?
That's the way to do it. What's the biggest challenge playing in the NFL?
Oh, man. The biggest challenge playing in the NFL. The NFL in itself, I think, you know, just just what it demands of you, right? Your time, your energy, your effort, you know, I think that was the biggest challenge. Missing things. Like I didn't get to see my first son go to school. His first day, I didn't get to walk him to school. You know, my middle child who's in the office right now, I don't know if y'all can hear him making all this noise. I didn't get to.
We can hear him. Tell him we said what's up.
Teddy said what's up, Tyler. Teddy said what's up. What's up? Okay.
Okay, I see you. Okay.
Yeah.
He ready?
He ready. He stay ready. But yeah, you know, I didn't get to see his first word, so there was a lot of sacrifices that I made as a father, and as a husband, as a father, as a brother. You know, I missed my older brother get married. Like it was a whole bunch of sacrifices that had to be made, but if you know that you're making them for the right reasons, I won't say it becomes easier, but you know that you have to do it. So I think that was the biggest challenge, was missing the things around my life because I was so locked in and tuned in to what I had going as it pertains to the NFL. Because you can't do, Teddy, you can't do both, man. You're gonna have to give up something in order to reach greatness. And so, but if you,
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah, but if the people around you understand what you got going and make it easier, right? Like I would tell anybody that's trying to obtain anything, like you have a successful radio show, you know, you're doing your DJ thing, and I'm pretty sure there's other endeavors that you've gone into. Man, I would tell anybody, for the people that's close to you, sit them down and talk to them and let them know, hey, look, this is the plan. This is how I got to lay it out. And this is what it's going to cost.
Oh, we had that. Teddy Tuesday had that from the get-go.
Man, facts.
we had before we started, we had that conversation of the vision. And if you have a vision, if your team are not in line with your vision, it's not going to outlast. So out of 10 people on this team, we had the same vision. And so, you know, we just were blessed. We still are blessed to do what we're doing, but definitely understand that. I understand that for sure.
Oh, praises. Thank you, Lord, for that thing, man. Thank God for having them lions around you that can all see that same thing, man.
Well, we bears around here.
Y'all bears around here?
We bears around here. Lions. Well, you know what? There's probably a couple lions on the squad, so we probably got, you know, we probably got a couple lions, and everybody plays a significant role in success.
Absolutely.
And as long as everybody is joined together as one, it doesn't matter.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? So if we work together, we're just as strong, and we do it all the time. So even in conversation, even in showing up, even in community service, everything. But you got to have someone always who has to fulfill that leadership role directly.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And then everything else will fall into place. Now, don't be trying to get me all side. No, this we talking about you right now.
I hear you.
Okay, so
I gotta throw it back to you, man. I like your story too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Don't be trying to high side and everything. That's not how it works. So Super Bowl. Yeah. For those who don't know, who did you win the Super Bowl with? That's the first question.
I won it with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Ooh.
Shout out to Pittsburgh, man.
Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Okay. You got to show me that ring one day. I just want to see what that big old ring look like.
Man, you know what?
One day.
Man, you know what? I'm gonna have to do that thing, man. Look, when we do this live, that's when I'm gonna bring it.
Okay. I don't want to touch it. I just want to admire it from a distance.
No. I'm gonna let you put it on and everything. Take pictures.
What? Yeah. You don't want me to put it on? Cause let me tell you, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be flossing and I'm gonna be extra with it. You I'm telling you don't want me to do it. So. But so that is dope. Congratulations on that.
Appreciate it.
So for the Super Bowl, you won the champion that game, that Super Bowl. So what did it? I mean, I'm just saying, thousands of fans are there. Yeah. Oh my God, what did that feel like? Like, you know what I'm saying? What did that feel like when you know what I'm saying? You just won with some greats. Like, what does that feel like?
Man, it's funny. It's funny that you say greats, man, because my boy Troy Polamalu just got inducted into the Hall of Fame. So shout out to the Wild, you know, the Flying Samoan, man. You know what I mean?
Wow. But he sure did. You're right. He did just get inducted. You're
absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. And it, you know, just, man, so many guys, man. Sheesh. Aaron, you know, you had Aaron Smith, my boy Casey Hampton, Big Hamp. Shout out to him. Like Brett Kiesel, Potsy, Willie Gay, Big Play Willie Gay, my dog Ike, you know, man, so many cats. My man
Ike Turner? Okay, never mind. Don't worry about it.
No, he'll look nice off the field.
I'm just messing.
But so many cats, man, all those cats, man. But the feeling, disbelief, I'm not gonna lie to you. Soon as the clock struck zero, bro, I'm like, okay, when's the next quarter? I'm looking because I'm in disbelief. Like, there's no way. Like, I came into that thing. Like, I walked into something because, you know, that team was already primed and ready, man. You're talking about the people on the defense alone, including Coach LeBeau. Shout out to Coach LeBeau, also a Hall of Fame inductee. You had over 100 years worth of football experience. Like, between the DC and the 11 starters on the team, you had over 100 years worth of football experience. So, like, to be a part of that, I walked into a veteran locker room and I learned quick, man. You know, I just watched the other cats. Like, look, man, just go in there, show them that you're willing to work, ask the right questions, and get out the way. Do your thing, get out the way. You know what I mean? And that was my mentality, but it was so crazy when I walked into that locker room to see how they embraced the young cats. And so now you trudge through the season, you see everybody, you know, getting their time and everybody having to step up, you know, at whatever level you're at on whatever part of that story that you're playing, whether you the main character or you the side character, it don't matter. Everybody's needed, man. So when you see all that happen in a season, get to the pinnacle of the sport, and then you achieve that, man, it's I'm forever going to be ingrained as a Super Bowl champion. When I leave here, when my kids go back,
you dang
you know what
right.
I mean? Like it's crazy.
And that bonus check that you got.
Loved it. I loved it. Absolutely. That went to the. You know what? I sat that back. My wife appreciated that. That one went.
I bet you she did. Absolutely. I bet you she did.
Absolutely. Shout out to my wife, man. Crick and Nicole. Shout out.
Yeah, shout out to the wifey for sure. How long you guys been married?
Man, we've been at it for 10 years. 10 years we've been married, been together 15. So this woman has known me almost half my life.
Man, I'm working on 10 days. So that's good, brother. Congratulations.
One step at a time, man.
So real quick, regarding your business, you have your own business, right? You're an entrepreneur.
Correct.
You got out of NFL, you went through college, got to the NFL. And now you're out. Now you have your own business. Yeah. So of course we know that you're a husband, you're a father. Tell us about your business and why did you decide to do this particular business?
Absolutely. So the name of the business is Stat Financial. That is the acronym of my family. And what we do is we're a credit elevation and financial literacy company. Getting ready to add record keeping and life insurance on that platform as well. So I'm excited about that. But that's the main structure. And the reason why I did it is because when you start to look at the statistics of, you know, athletes, it's like 3 years.
Well, we can go for days to talk about that for sure.
Yeah, it's like 3 years out. Like 3 years after retirement, the money is gone. And so a lot of that happens because, one, financial education is not taught in our school systems, period and point blank. Two, a lot of times in our community, in the Black community, we're not taught to handle our finances. We're taught to allow other people to handle our finances. And that mentality needs to shift. Why is it that you're the person that works so hard to get to a place, but then you allow somebody else to handle your money? You can handle your own money. Or if you're going to do that, then let's understand a structuralized way on how you can be abreast to the things that are happening while somebody else is handling your money. So it has to be one of the two. It cannot be, because what I saw a lot was, oh yeah, holler at my finance guy, he's gonna take care of you. Yeah, holler at this person, they're gonna take care of you. Well, hold on, man, I'm talking to you about your stuff, why you can't take care of me. And so I created the business in that. And so what we do is we basically help people elevate their credit. Then we help them delete their debt. And then once they have that influx of income that comes in, we show them how to protect it. And then through my connections, there's, there's people like Angelica Prescott, who's one of the financial advisors that I've used in my time. And just other people like that I have, I kind of funnel them to the people that I know and I trust. And they're there to help guide them, not do it for them, but help guide them, whether it's investments or, wanting to be a business owner, so on and so forth. So that's what we do in a nutshell.
Okay. Makes sense. Mm-hmm. Now let me ask you this. With the virus going on right now, as a business owner,
yes,
has it affected you or has it not affected you?
It has not. And the reason why it hasn't is because our platform is an online platform. And so what we've done is we've created partnerships. And through those partnerships, it's an online platform that we use that helps elevate your credit. So when we're talking about, our savings goal platform that shows you how to save for whatever it is. Say you want to save $10,000. Well, whether you're saving that on a weekly basis, a bi-weekly basis, or a monthly basis, we have a platform that you will go online enter in your information, and then it will spit out the data on what it is that you're needing to save for whatever it is that you put in at that time. And then it's going to give you text messages on top of that to let you know it's time to save. So when Teddy go in and you're trying to get them, them Louis Vuitton shoes, and all of a sudden that phone go off, put that back. He said you were trying to save.
No, we going to Walmart getting them slide-ins. We're gonna be good to go.
Absolutely.
We're gonna keep it simple until we reach the goal.
Absolutely.
That's all we're gonna do.
Absolutely. So it's all types of things like that. So our credit monitoring team and our credit attorneys are on standby all the time. Our budgeting platform is there. So everything we do is online. So therefore we haven't been affected. Even to the sign up, like getting signed up, everything we do is through Zoom. And so, it hasn't really affected us. But, I'm praying for all the small businesses for sure, especially the small Black businesses, man. It's tough to have a traditional business. And anytime we have these type of pandemics or things like that hit, man, it can be detrimental. So I'm just anything that I can do to help, I try. If it's putting it on my platform, sending people to them, whatever, I try to help them as much as possible. But pray for those Black businesses, the small Black businesses.
Oh, for sure. All the businesses that definitely, for sure. Definitely. So leading into the next question, what have you learned during this particular time? Is there anything that you've learned that you say, okay, let me reposition our business for something like this? Or, is there anything that, anything that you particularly just learned?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if we're talking about from a personal standpoint, I know I put out the question, how many people meditate a day? And I've picked that up since then. And, when you actually take the time out to quiet the noise and it's just you and your thoughts, you start to find out who you truly are. And I think that that's been the biggest thing of knowing who I am, what I stand for, what my core values are, because we always have certain things and key words that we say, but we always have to look deep inside and say, okay, is what I'm saying and what I'm doing, do those things line up? And so that's been something I've learned. From the business standpoint, ABM, always be marketing. I've gotten so many people that have.
Say that again. Say that one more time for those who didn't catch that.
ABM, man. Always be marketing, man. Always. Like I have, because of the efforts, the marketing efforts, shout out to my marketing team. Because of the marketing efforts, it's times where I'll have people that are joining the platform and I'm not even up, I'm asleep. And that's just because of the job that they've done of creating value around what it is that we do. So I think for business, that's been the top thing. And then the number two thing, always be marketing. And the second thing, man, nurture relationships. Man, build valuable relationships and nurture those, because that's what's going to take you to the next level. And when I say that, I'm talking about even the relationships that you have with your social media, with particular business partners, with, friends that you might have been tight with, but life has kind of pulled y'all apart. Man, take that time. Like I spend an hour a day, Teddy, calling up people that I might have not talked to in like 2 or 3 years. Like I got a list of people. So if you get a call from me, I'm calling to check up on you. Answer the phone. It's an 832 number. Don't be thinking I'm a bill collector out here.
Because you sure will get denied.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
I'm screening calls over here. I ain't accepting no bill payment calls at all. I'm not accepting none. Zero, zilch. Everything been extended, player. Everything.
So you've been reading the information then, huh? You see what's going on?
I'm using all my resources. Everything been extended, player. I see April the 30th.
Absolutely.
I ain't paying no bills to another 30 days,
Absolutely.
brother. Did you hear what they said?
I heard them, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I heard them, man.
For sure.
That's funny.
What are some things that you are doing at home to keep you, besides calling everybody, to keep you busy? Are you working out, or maybe going walks with your wife, or maybe taking the kids out bike riding? What are you doing to keep yourself mentally and physically busy during this time?
Yeah, man. I learned early on that I'm a time block person. So I work out. My typical day starts at like 5 in the morning, 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm studying. I'm meditating, reading different books and content. I'm a personal development junkie. And then from there,
Okay.
I do work out right after that. And it was cool because my wife woke up and worked out with me. We did yoga for about 15, 20 minutes in the room. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, we definitely work out. I work out 6 days a week. And then from there, man, I'm hitting the business for about a good 9 hours. And then, you know, I'm interacting with my kids between then. So we might play some Beyblades. They love that thing. Craziest game I've ever seen, but they love it. Or we might play some pool. We got some pool upstairs. Take them outside, throw the football with them. You know, just trying to.
Oh, so you got a pool table upstairs?
Yeah, we get down on the pool around.
Okay, so anytime, it just letting you know. Anytime, you know what I'm saying? I'm skilled in them skills. I'm just saying.
I hear you talking. I don't take it easy.
I'm just saying.
Right, you gonna find out.
I'm just saying.
I'm ready. Like we say in the West, help bring it back. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I have a little gangster.
Yeah.
So real quick, for those who don't know, what's your social media platforms, like your Twitter, your Instagram, and all that good
Absolutely.
stuff?
So on Facebook, you can find me at Tony Hills, or at Tony the Tycoon is my business page. On Instagram, you're going to be able to find me at Tony the Tycoon. There's a YouTube channel, Tony the Tycoon. I just started that last night. Twitter, ahills84, trying to get that changed too, because I want to keep them all, you know, synonymous. But, you know, that's where you can find me, man. So reach out, follow your boy, tell me what you like, what you don't like. I'm all about, you know, talking to the people and getting as much value as possible. So that's where you can find your boy, man. And to everyone that is listening to this show, shout out to one of the best radio hosts that I've ever done an interview with, man.
Listen, you know don't be trying to boost me right now. This is not the time.
Man, listen, shout out to my dog Teddy, man. You did an excellent job. I appreciate you. You asked me real questions, Teddy. I appreciate I've been on interviews and we just sitting on there, and I gotta bring the energy. But you brought the energy. You gave me great. Hey, this is a great.
Listen, when you talking to Teddi Tuesday, you talking to one of the best. Everything that we're gonna do, even if we grow, we're gonna give our best. It's a team effort. It's people right here. It's about 1, 2, 3, 4. We're doing our social distancing though. But it's about 4 people that are sitting here, and it's another 2 that's remote that are monitoring this show as we speak, as we do this interview, to make sure that we're running smooth from different households. So, like I said, I don't do it alone. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to the team with dreams. You feel what I'm saying? We appreciate you coming on the show.
Absolutely.
I definitely want to give a big, huge shout out to Mackie. Mackie is the official podcast gear of Teddi Tuesday Podcast Show. Also, Texas Leaguer in Missouri City. Shout out to them. 713 Printer. To James, dope producer. If you don't know, make sure you follow our Instagram. To Jay Styles. Let me tell you something. My dreads be looking a hot mess, but when I get them done, Jay hooks it up. And then also the Re-Up Movement, always in the community for the community. And also one of my favorite barbers in Houston is Doc. I'm gonna put all that out there on Instagram, so don't even worry. But Mr. Hills, we want to thank you so much for coming on the show with us. And matter of fact, you are our first guest on our audio platform. We usually go live, but you are our very first guest on the audio platform. So we want to say thank you. We wish you well. We look forward to seeing you in the future. And that's the interview. You know, we're gonna be on Spotify tonight. It's going down for sure. I'm DJ Teddy. Shout out to everybody out there listening. Keep your head up, stay focused, and we're gonna keep working.